Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. My name is Mandana Jawahiri. I'm with Microsoft Cybersecurity Solutions Group, and I run business development for security, compliance, and identity for Microsoft. Also, we have here with me Deepak, the Director of Product Management from ServiceNow, who are one of our strategic cybersecurity partners. We did an announcement this week which explains how ServiceNow SecOps product integrates with Microsoft Security Graph API and how it helps with optimizing your security operations and the efficiency of your security operation. And also it speeds up the response process for our customers. When you look at the Graph Security API by Microsoft, it was created to simplify the integration of multiple security providers for our customers. So as an industry, we've done a really great job of inventing and building point solutions that they're really good at doing and solving one problem. But unfortunately, they don't talk to each other. They don't integrate natively. And also, they create a lot of noise and false positive for our customers. So as the industry, we really had to find a way to address that problem by actually simplifying the integration of all these disconnected products for our customers through a unified format and schema. And that's what Security Graph API does for the clients. It speeds up the response process, efficiency of your security operations, and also it maximizes the value of the investment you've already made in your security environment. If you're familiar with Microsoft Graph, the same way that you would authenticate to the graph, you also authenticate to the Security Graph API and all of its entities. So on the top part, that's how all the client applications connect to the Graph Security API. And because it's a REST-based API, whether it's a web application, bots, device, or native applications, any kind of analytics, dashboards, and tools, they can connect easily through Graph API with all the security providers to the graph. So you can see, for example, the advanced threat protections by Microsoft on endpoint, on productivity office, on cloud and Azure identity. All of them are supported by the graph. Also, our Azure Security Center, which secures the hybrid environments for our customers. And it's not just about Azure. We know you have multi-cloud platforms. We know you have a lot of your assets still on the prem. So actually, Azure Security Center can secure all of those hybrid environments you already have. And finally, Azure Sentinel, which is our cloud-native SIEM and source solution that we announced recently. All of those data and alerts goes into the Graph API, and then it gets aggregated and federated, and then published into a common format that then all of your client applications can leverage and take advantage of. Whether it's in the form of alerts, in the form of secure score, which is really how we show you how your environment security posture is today and how you can improve it. Whether there are some actions that you want to take based on the data and intelligence you get from the graph, you can do all of those through the integrations with your client applications. So today we're going to talk about ServiceNow SecOps as a client application and how they integrated with the graph to get access to all of these security providers' data and the details so they can do their job in their application. So by that, I'm going to pass it on to Deepak to walk you through the integration and also the benefits of the integration that we just announced.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mandana. Like Mandana introduced, I'm Deepak Kalingewadi. I'm happy to be presenting here. But quick show of hands, how many of you have experience with ServiceNow or have your organizations using ServiceNow in some form or the other? Okay, great, fantastic. So, all right, so what does ServiceNow do? We are an enterprise cloud platform for work. Our mission is to make the world of work better for people. and that's what we live and breathe every day. Now, we've built several enterprise applications on top of the Now platform that does IT workflows, which is transforming your IT experience through IT service management, that takes care of employee workflows, which is employee requesting services, and then also helping you delight your customer experience through the help of customer workflows. Now, this football slide, which is pretty popular, gives you the slew of applications that we actually deliver on top of the Now platform using various assets, including our CMDB, which is the asset management repository, the single source of truth of assets business applications in your environment. If you'd like a copy of this, it's available in our booth, so happy to give you a copy of this picture. But what I'm here to talk about today is how we are revolutionizing the security workflows by helping you respond faster to security incidents, vulnerabilities, and enterprise risk. So that's what is going to be the focus of this talk. And ServiceNow Security Incident Response is one of the products in the SecOps portfolio. And the goal of that particular product is to help you manage the life cycle of your security incidents. These are incidents that come out of your SIM, your security information and event management product, security alerts for malware. This could be user-reported phish that your organizations are, your SOC is managing. So how do you manage the life cycle of all those security incidents with the help of the Now platform? So we do that through a few building blocks. So we have integrations with many cybersecurity products, typically your endpoint detection technologies, your firewalls, your SIMs, your threat intelligence providers. You bring in data and correlate all of them in the platform. You orchestrate responses to those alerts with the help of playbooks. You prioritize those alerts with the help of native awareness in the CMDB. You can also be more proactive about preventing newer incidents by building your IOC repository, bringing in your threat intelligence feeds from your sticks and taxi kind of formatted feeds. These could be FS ISAC feeds or Health ISAC feeds or any other third-party commercial feeds. And then finally, how we help you manage your whole incident response process and gain optics into your efficiencies. All this built on the Now platform that delivers innovations through data science, machine learning and AI-driven capabilities, helping you orchestrate with more and more third-party technologies, delivering experiences in the form factor of choices, be it on the desktop or the mobile, and then helping you scope, communicate, work across organizational boundaries and evolve with services that also provides you with analytics. So that, in brief, is what the Security Incident Response product does. And today at Ignite, we've announced a brand new integration using Graph Security API to ingest security alerts from multiple Microsoft security providers, including Azure Sentinel. So we can ingest security alerts from the Microsoft 365 services, from Defender ATP, from Azure ATP, Azure AD Identity Protection, Azure Security Center, and multiple other Microsoft partner networks as well that can feed in data and from which we can fetch alerts through Microsoft Graph Security API. So we would fetch those alerts in and create security incidents to manage the life cycle of those security incidents, taking native advantage of platform tools that I just mentioned to you about. And then we can also orchestrate responses with various other Microsoft technologies. This includes Exchange Online, very popular with our customers when you want to scope your phishing attacks by searching for emails and also going and deleting emails in user mailboxes. If you want to do user password reset with Azure Active Directory or regular Active Directory, using Windows Defender ATP to gain enrichment information from your endpoints, helping you do indicators of compromised searches on your endpoints, and also going ahead and taking evasive actions like isolating endpoints. So helping you orchestrate a full set of end-to-end response procedures to help you run those security incidents to ground. So let's kind of transition to a short demo of how this integration has been built. What you're seeing on your screen here is a list of apps that are available on the ServiceNow store. You can go to store.servicenow.com to see all of the supported applications. Think of it as the ServiceNow marketplace, actually. So we have on the top left corner the Graph Security API app, you can configure the connection to Graph Security API. I'm sorry. All right, there you go. Okay, so you can provide your the details of the connection, the tenant ID, the client secret, the username and password that will have the permissions to go and fetch those alerts. So you can configure that within ServiceNow to talk to your Azure tenant. And once you do that, I'm going to close the screen and quickly transition to your alert ingestion profile. Your alert ingestion profile is the one that actually gives you the flexibility and the power to fetch alerts from Azure Sentinel or various other security providers using Graph Security API. So let's double click into an alert ingestion profile to just understand what goes within that. So if I were to double click on the profile, I provide a name for the profile. I point to the connection record that I just created in the previous step. I just add a description so that I can identify the alert ingestion profile. You can create multiple such alert ingestion profiles. It could be one per provider product, one for Defender ATP, and one for Azure Active Directory Information Protection. So that's the whole flexibility that we've built in with the alert ingestion profile. And the next step is I'm going to click on the yeah, there you go. Sorry, took a little while. So the mapping section allows you to actually, look at your alert field. So on the left side of your screen, you have the schema coming from Graph Security API. So all of the alert fields in the light blue color are from the Graph Security API schema that you can drag and drop onto the right-hand side, which is the actual security incident schema within ServiceNow. So you can choose what fields go where. So you can choose the category from the alerts to go into the category section of the incidents. You can choose to add configuration items. You can choose to add description. You can set the priority, you can set the risk score, and you can do a bunch of mapping. So this ensures comprehensive capture of the information from the alert field to the incident field. So a very, very intuitive experience. Okay, and then the other thing that you can do is you can also filter for alerts to create incidents. Now, you don't want all of your Azure security alerts to come in as security incidents. So you can say, I'm going to be choosing a filter condition based on the severity of the alert. So when the severity of the Azure Sentinel alert is high, then I'm going to be creating a security incident, not otherwise. So you have flexibility in specifying your filter condition. And then you can also choose to aggregate multiple alerts into a single security incident so that you don't have situations where analysts are working on redundant security incidents or duplicate security incidents. So you can choose to say any alert that carries the same device information, here in this case CMDB information, or carries the same malware hash, let's say, right? Would create a single security incident. So if there is already an open security incident matching those conditions, we would simply aggregate the alerts into that one open security incident versus creating duplicate incidents. So that's the power of working, setting up your mapping so that you can filter and you can aggregate and you can map all of the required information. Now next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the preview section and actually take a look at how one of these alerts looks like in the classic incident form. So I can preview that and I can see that all of the information here are being captured. So I can see the description, I can see the business impact priority, and then I can also scroll down to see the observables being captured. These are what were in your alert fields. Super important so that you can drive downstream orchestrations on those observables. And once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and do the scheduling. This is the frequency at which I'm going to be pulling those alerts using Graph Security API. And then finally, I also have the ability to go back and update the Azure Sentinel alert with happenings on the security incident. So this is a bidirectional communication that you're seeing happening, where I can go in and say, update the Azure Sentinel alert. Once a security incident is created, you can provide information, parameterize information in there. You can also go back and close the Azure Sentinel alert once the security incident investigation concludes. So both system of records are actually in sync as you work incidents. So that once you complete the last step, you would save the profile, and let's transition to see how the analyst experience is going to look like. All right, incidents have been created. What does the analyst then do with those specific incidents? So what you're seeing on the screen is our security analyst workspace. So this is the incident queue that's coming in. You can go ahead and click on one of the filters just to see Azure Sentinel alerts. And I can go in and open one of the alerts to look at a peek view. So what's going on within this particular incident? You can see that there are several pieces of information that's actually talking to the analyst. You can see that a playbook has been associated on the far left corner here. You can see certain tasks of the playbook have been completed. Certain tasks are still pending. The playbook has already run some threat intel based orchestrations, and we've found a threat indicator present in that particular alert. We've tagged it. And now let's go ahead and open this particular incident in the detailed view. Right. So I'm going to hit the open tab. So once I open the incident, I can see a lot of other information. So you can see the work notes are actually capturing the incoming alerts. So as alerts are aggregated, they're posted to the work note. You can see who the affected user is. You can see which is the affected device. And you can also see the different observables that we have captured along with the findings that the playbook has already run. Now, what's not visible in the screen because of the resolution very clearly is actually the playbook on the right-hand side. So I can go ahead and click on Explore and also, oops. All right, sorry about that. And then I can go ahead and click on, let's say, observables, or click on incidents, and then take a look at aggregated alerts in the bottommost area, and then see all of the aggregated alerts coming from Azure Sentinel here as well. Now I can also respond to the playbook by clicking on a task, and I can respond to this particular task which says, hey, can you go ahead and check if the observable lookups have been run, the threat lookups, I'm sorry, have been run successfully. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to close this thing. Yeah. Oops. Okay, all right. Sorry about that. I'm going to go into threat lookup results, and I can see how the different threat lookups have been performed on all of those observables. And I can come back here to this task and respond to it saying, yes, I've successfully run a threat lookup. I submit it, and as I hit submit, you can see on the left side, there are a few more orchestration activities that are run, like citing search, which goes into your log store to see how many users have actually clicked on the URL and IP and domain. So that's how the analyst would actually end up working the incident. So that's just a sampling of how that experience is. And with that, I think that concludes the demo, and we'll go back to the slides. All right. So what was our experience working with in building to Graph Security API? I think the moment we saw the unified schema of Graph Security API, we realized that we are going to have a very seamless alert to incident mapping experience. We're not going to second guess what alert fields are going to show up in the sample alert, because it's a unified schema. We had a lot of flexibility in choosing which security provider do we ingest from. So it could be multiple security providers or a single security provider. And we had very clean documentation from Microsoft that helped us build this. The whole integration was like hot knife through butter for us. Pretty simple. We built it almost like in 2 weeks' time. After ensuring we've understood how to work with Graph Security API. So it was really simple for us there. So call to action. The first one, I think if you're interested in trying out this integration, you can use that QR code and submit a request to participate in a public preview that we launched today. So that you'll have a form where you go put in details, and we'll reach out to you and we'll set up an instance for you to preview the ServiceNow and Azure or the Graph Security API integration. And then you can also get started with Graph Security API. Mandana, you want to talk more about that?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention the Graph Security API is available to all of our customers for free. So make sure you take advantage of it. If you're working with any other service providers, or if you're working with a managed security service provider, that's the easiest way for them to get access to all the alerts in a unified schema. So just make sure to ask your other partners, ask the managed security service provider, ask your account executives if you need to get more information about it. But basically, all the information is available here. You can go check it out and reach out if you have any questions.
Right. And other related sessions, the one that we are talking about here, and
other related session here.
And on Friday, we have a session by Preeti Krishna, who's the Graph Security API PM that we worked with closely. So do attend that session.
And then I think the next one is the evaluation. Yeah, please make sure to give us your feedback. We really appreciate it. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.